Hi, my name is J.T.Lovecraft, and if you've been following me on Instagram for any amount of time, you'd know that I'm a huge nerd and Star Wars fanatic even. But my friends have been telling me, dude, you showed us your collectibles. You got to upload some of that stuff online for people to see, for the world. Let the world see your stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And I just never got around to doing it. So I'm here today. I finally broke that, and I built up the will and courage to make my debut on this channel here with my first video. This is a Dave Filoni sketchbook for the 2003 Gendy Tartakovsky Clone Wars microseries on Cartoon Network. That is a mouthful. But essentially, episodes lasting probably like 3 minutes long came out at the time to tie in Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith with a little show, showing some little adventures and that kind of stuff. George Lucas always wanted to show the Clone Wars side of things, so I think that's pretty neat that they were even interested in doing something like that. But this right here, I swooped up on eBay because someone didn't know what they had, and I honestly didn't even know what it was either. I saw it, it looked cool. I was collecting other books at the time, and I can hardly find any info out of it online. There is no anything of it online. I found 2 listings on eBay, and they're both for like 1,000 something each. Crazy for this little book. But what I do know is that basically, and correct me if I'm wrong, you had to be in San Diego Comic-Con way back when they did this, and you had to win an auction, like a lottery, and when you went up to the table, you can choose something to buy. And I believe there was 100 of these printed out. So the low print value and the rarity of that is cool in its own right. But let's just jump right head on into this. The measurements are 6.5 by 10, so you can fit it in a Mylar sleeve pretty well for like normal comic book size. But so we got some Obi-Wan Kenobi here. Some of the faces are pretty cool, like different expressions. And a lot of this book is just going to be showing the people, whoever ends up with one of these, basically how the show is going to look before it comes out, or the making of, either or. Don't know because there's not a lot of info on it. But either way, still pretty cool. Here's some like fighting scenes right here, some like flipping. He's fighting Dirge, which is a character that made his debut in this show, one of my favorite bounty hunters. We got some Anakin here with a scowl, showing some aggression, being angry, doing Anakin things. He's fighting Asajj Ventress down there, who also made her debut in the show. Here's some shirtless Kit Fisto when he's fighting underwater, throwing those big air bubbles at the Quarren battleship things. That's pretty dope. We got some Mace Windu here. They basically wanted to show what it was like if Samuel L. Jackson was in a comic book, and they did pretty well. He was speedbagging some B-2 battle droids, like an ocean of them, and killed them all, essentially. But yeah, that's that's pretty cool. What do we got here? So we got some Padme, Saesee Tiin, Luminara, Yoda, and Ki-Adi-Mundi. Some 3PO and R2. We got some scuba clone troopers, some with guns. They're wearing the ponchos because that scene they're on like a rainy planet. I remember that one. And I seen this as a kid growing up too, so this is a nostalgic trip here. This is pretty dope. So we got some Count Dooku, some Asajj Ventress, assassin droids, Quarren, but this guy right here, that's Dirge. This sketch right here, I think, is the finalized version. That's what his helmet pretty much ended up becoming like. But the lore of him is that he's been tortured for hundreds of years by Mandalorians because he's a species that regenerates. So he has a hatred for them. So like the clone troopers looking like how they do, Mandalorian-inspired armor, you get the picture. He's not happy with them. So this guy can regenerate, and they basically just gave Dirge all of the Mandalorian weapons, some bounty hunter gear, like a flamethrower, a mace, and he's pretty cool. He rides a speeder bike with these assassin droids in his debut there. Here's some ships. We got some vulture droids, a hailfire droid, some like solar sailors, a Y-wing. And then we got some cityscapes here. So here is Munilist, which is the planet where in the first volume you see a lot of the battle happening. Big green skyscraper buildings. There's some of the planets, yeah. Pretty cool stuff here. To know that this is like the building up of a little micro-series show. And there is the outro, which is basically like an advertisement for the show coming out. Which makes me wonder of the legitimacy of if this came out before or after, because they still put advertisements even on their posters. So it's a very niche topic, but this is a rare piece, and I think it's really cool, really nostalgic. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, subscribe, do what you do, share it around. And let me know what else you want to see on this channel, because this is my debut. I am happy showing a bunch of other Star Wars stuff I've collected. I'll probably start uploading them occasionally when I get the time to do it, or the will to do it as well. But thanks for sitting through this, and as always, stay cool. Take care.